we talk about Mazda for a second? Did you see that blog post on the Home Assistant website about Mazda?
I saw it. I kind of glanced by it because I don't own a Mazda. I know there was conversation about it even on the creators call, but I was clearly distracted. Explain like I'm 5.
Okay, so Home Assistant, like one person in the Home Assistant community discovers the Mazda has an API. Reverse engineers the calls to the API and creates an integration in Python, a library in Python, which then someone else picks up and creates a Home Assistant integration so that now you can add your car's details, from what it can read from the API, into Home Assistant as sensors, and you don't have to open up the Mazda app to get those sensors into Home Assistant. Right? Mm-hmm. Mazda says, don't like the sound of that, sends a cease and desist letter to the creator of the Python library, who then says, hey man, I didn't sign up for this, and takes down the library and then has to take down the Home Assistant integration because they don't want to get sued by Mazda.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that, just what poor hand, like it's like Philips Hue demanding Cloud Council just deciding one day, no, we're going to not allow third-party Zigbee bulbs. I don't know. Like, I'd be tempted to say, like, if I had bought a Mazda, I'd like go to the dealer and return the car. Like, it's not doing what I could do. I can't. I mean, it's frustrating.
It's a really let's call it backwards way of thinking. Where and as you were talking, I just pulled up the blog post, right, and it talks about like, hey, all these other folks are opening up. All these other car manufacturers are opening up. Like, clearly it's the way of the future, and they are inviting. Home Assistant kind of openly has invited Mazda to at least come to the table and talk about it, to say, hey, maybe we can kind of explain some of the benefits that we can gain from here. But yeah, I think it's almost like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like people doubling down on just something that's not a good idea. It's like, or it's like somebody saying something racist and being like, okay, I agree with you, but, and it's like, okay, if you're saying but, you just negated everything you just backpedaled on, right? So
yes, it's your data, but we own the API, so you can't access it in the way we want to.
Right. So which is fine. Release a proper API behind it then, and then do that kind of thing, right? So the fact that you have it, again, somebody found it, whatever, but I don't know. I think sending a cease and desist is kind of harsh, right? Like, especially to an individual. Like, it's not like it's it's not a big company that's like monetizing something and things like that. I totally get that part, right? Like I don't know, like if like a Google was doing something where they like reverse engineered their API and did something and they're making money off of it and stuff like that. Totally understand why they would take that stance. This is just stupid, right? You're going after. I mean, I don't mean to sound crude, but it's almost like are you that worried about how fragile your IP is behind like doing something like that, right? And maybe that means, fine, your API wasn't suited for that scale or something like that, then scale up, right? Like it's there's enough folks out there that are very familiar with a lot of these technologies, and hire somebody and make sure that it's feasible to do that, right? Again, not telling anybody how to run their business, but it's I don't know. I just don't see that being a good PR move, right? But
no, I don't. Like, who's going to win out of this situation, right?
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of silly.